Okay, welcome. My name is Professor Sami Musundi from Chuka University. I want to make a presentation on Skills for Prosperity Kenya program titled Asynchronous Teaching Materials in STEM, that is Science, Technology, Engineering and Mathematics. This is after having gone through a training under the mentorship of experts from Open University, UK. This was necessitated after the COVID-19 attack, which led to many institutions having paralyzed learning activities. This saw need for the introduction of the online teaching. So at Chuka University, we were engaged in this program. We had a title of the project as Online Teaching of STEM courses. It was realized that especially in STEM disciplines, we had a challenge in the method of presentation, which demands activities like calculations, like demonstration, and even lab demonstrations. So in our project, we had three objectives. The first objective was conducting of interactive online courses. The second one was conducting of online virtual labs or practicals. And the third one was how we can assess students after we've taken them through the online teaching method. We want just to share our experience that we had during this training. And on the first objective, we were able to come up with an interactive session under the case study of a mathematics topic and symbol differentiation of functions. We were able to come up with an interactive demonstration which included the textual materials and with the incorporation of the video script. So we noted that the student can go through the textual materials, and then thereafter they can watch the script just to get a clarification on the topics or the content which has been presented. It was also noted that this one works best under asynchronous learning. This is where the materials can be posted to various forums, like even using the email, using the WhatsApp or Facebook platforms. The students can discuss and interact amongst themselves and even conduct the lecture. Thereafter, maybe in case of clarification, the student could be assisted. We noted that the most important thing here is the design. That is, we need to come up with a learning design. This one guides the educator or the presenter to structure well about the content, which takes care of the needs of the student. So that's a very important aspect. So we had a clip which we prepared and we can take through in some few minutes, just see what we had. So we review the first section where we are supposed to look at the concept of differentiation. We look at the concept of differentiation, and in particular, we shall look at the concept of gradient of a graph. The concept of the gradient. So this is the first section that we're going to discuss. From the text, we have that differentiation is establishing the relationship between two variables, and these variables are first plotted on a graph. Meaning that if we have this is variable x, this is variable y, we shall want to plot the data that we have on the graph. Two cases arise. We can either come up with a straight line, or we can come up with a curve. So it could be a straight line or a curve. This is y is equal to f of x. This is y again is equal to f of x. So we shall be interested in finding the gradient, that is changing y out of changing x. If this is one point x, this is another point y. We shall be interested in finding what happens with changing x against changing y. This is the one that is going to give us the gradient. So changing y out of changing x, establishing the relationship of what happens when there is a change in one variable against another one. This is what we have as differentiation. This is what we have as differentiation. In most cases, changing y out of changing x can be checked if we are having coordinates. This is y1 minus y2 divided by x1 minus x2. So this concept is what we call differentiation, and we shall be interested to see the application of this in terms of the gradient of the curve. The gradient of the curve. We also were able to conduct an online virtual practical demonstration. The same procedure was followed. Just we had preparation of textual material and the video clip.
I want to carry out a standardization reaction of sodium hydroxide using HCl, and this is my HCl that I have prepared. It is 0.1 molar, and the sodium hydroxide that I need to standardize is here. My aim is to get the concentration of this sodium hydroxide. So I'll have standardized the HCl. Since it's a secondary standard, you can't just use it directly. You need to react or to titrate with a standard primary standard so that you know its exact concentration. So I have done that using sodium carbonate and come up with the true concentration of HCl. Now I'll use my HCl to get the concentration of sodium hydroxide.
Under the virtual lab demonstration, we noted that it demands much more. Not only the educator being there, but also it demands other professions or other personnel like videographers or photographers, programmers, project managers, for one to come up with a very successful working project under that. So it demands more investment on that. On the last objective, where we talked about assessment of students via online, we were able to come up with some quiz which was administered to the student via the Kenneth model. However, we were very much interested to see how we can cap on the issue of cheating, and the method that was proposed was exam proctoring, where the students will be taken pictures during the exam. Those pictures could be analyzed to find out whether the students are accessing any aided materials, and that one will assist in checking the issue of cheating in the examination. However, this procedure was not exhaustively discussed because still we have challenges on how we can monitor such cases. In conclusion, we can say that the mode of presentation through online teaching is a very important forum or practice in learning institutions. Realize that when we had that challenge of the COVID, that is the only way that we could interact with our students, and it will lead to progress of activities in these learning institutions. The advantages of online mode of teaching is because of its learner independence, flexibility, and the learners can have self-pacing process. It can also take care of the issues where we have limited resources, like few lecturers, classrooms, and even when the classes are too large. So we say that the training was very important, and we will want most of the institutions to embrace this mode of teaching. We give thanks to the university for giving us this opportunity, and also to our mentor trainer, the Open University UK institution. Thank you.